Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to fold a palanquin. Now this is an ancient form of transportation. In Japan it was called a Kago. But there'd be this area in the middle. It was an enclosed area that would usually have a chair in it that someone would sit in. Then there'd be a pole or multiple poles sticking out holding that up. And you'd have people on either end holding those poles, and then they would carry you around. But this is a traditional model. I'll be using a 6-inch sheet of kami. Now we're going to start with the colored side up. Now we'll valley fold in half along both of the diagonals. So we'll bring this top right corner down to the bottom left corner. Now make sure both those corners line up, and then crease it all the way across. And then unfold. Now bring the top left corner down to the bottom right corner. And then crease that one down. And then unfold. Now we'll turn the paper over. Next we'll valley fold in half along the vertical. So bring the right edge over to lie along the left edge. Just make sure that lines up corner to corner. And then crease that down. And then unfold. Now we'll valley fold in half along the horizontal, so bring the top edge down to the bottom edge. Now unfold. Next we're going to form all of those creases at the same time. So the easiest way is to bring two opposite corners in to meet one of the other corners. As you fold those corners in, the fourth corner should start to come down, and then you can bring that to meet all the other corners. And then you can press everything down firmly. Now we have what's called a preliminary base, or a square base. Should be 2 flaps on the right and 2 flaps on the left. Now we'll bring this bottom right edge in to lie along this center vertical crease. We'll do this with just the top flap. Just make sure it lines up all the way down to the bottom corner, and then crease it. And do the same thing with the bottom left edge. Bring that into that center crease. Now pick it up, and then we're going to fold this point back. We're going to make a mountain fold that runs right along this edge. Just like that. It should go right from this point out to this point. Then crease that firmly. And now we can unfold both of these flaps. Next we're going to swing this bottom corner up. We'll do it with just one layer, so you'll separate that from the other layers and swing that up. Now as you do this, you'll reform these bottom valley folds. Then these top 2 creases are going to reverse as we bring the point up. Then when you're done, it should look like this. And that's called a petal fold. Now we'll turn the whole model over right to left. And we'll take this point and swing it up along that crease that we made. Now bring this bottom right edge into that center vertical crease. Same with the bottom left edge. Now we can unfold both of those, and we'll make a petal fold on this side as well. So we'll take that one layer, swing it up right along this valley fold we have running across. Then you'll reform those bottom creases and reverse the top ones. Now we'll swing this top flap all the way down, making a valley fold right in the middle. Then turn it over right to left. Then we'll swing that top flap down. Next, we're going to rotate the whole model 180 degrees. And then we're going to take just this top flap, and we're going to bring that top point down to the bottom point. Increase that. Now turn it over right to left. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Bring that top point down to the bottom. Now we'll make a book fold. So we'll swing one flap over, just like we're turning the page of a book. And then turn it over right to left and make another book fold on this side. Next, we're going to bring this top right edge, and it's going to lie along this center crease. Let's try to make sure it lines up all the way out to that top point. Now we can do the same thing on the left side. Now turn the whole thing over right to left and repeat those steps on this side. So bring that edge into the center. And same thing on the left. Now for this next step, we're going to kind of swivel this point out a little bit. So to do that, you'll notice there's a little pocket here. We can open that up slightly, and then you'll see we can kind of swing this around. We're going to swing that around until this edge is perpendicular to this vertical edge. So I'll show you what I mean. So just like that. So you'll kind of see the right angle that forms here. So once you have it like that, you can make sure you crease it down firmly. Then we'll do the same thing on the left side. Now we'll turn the model over and repeat those steps on this side. Just swivel that out. Same on the left. Now everything should look like this. Now we'll make a book fold. So just swing one flap over and turn everything over and make another book fold. Now we need to inside reverse fold this point out. So you're going to open it up on the right side, and then you'll see these edges right here. We're going to swing this point all the way through, and the new creases are going to form right along those edges underneath. I'll show you from a couple angles. And then as you make that inside reverse fold, this edge should now line right up with that point there. Just like that. Now we need to inside reverse fold this point as well. So we just swing that through. And press it all down. Next we're going to take this flap and we're going to swing it up as far as it goes. It'll make a valley fold that goes from this point over to this point. And then we're going to mountain fold that down to the other side. Just right along that top edge underneath. It'll just be as far as it goes. I can actually show you that from the other side. I'll just unfold that and fold it again, just like that. Next, with this flap, we're going to valley fold that up, connecting those points just like we did on the other side, but this time we're going to hold this top flap in place so it doesn't slide around as we do that. Then we're going to mountain fold that over to the other side. And then turn it over. Now this point that we have is going to be tucked underneath this flap. So it's going to make a crease that runs right along this edge. You're going to mountain fold there. You just kind of tuck it inside. Just slide it into that pocket. And then once it's in there, you can create that crease and then push it all down. That's just locking everything in place and then hiding that extra paper under there. Now we're going to take a look at this bottom side here. Now we're going to make a valley fold that runs from this point over to this point. And then unfold that. And then I like to reverse that crease, so just turn it over and valley fold it along that same crease line the other way. Unfold it. Now we're going to be making this point three-dimensional. So to do that, start by gripping opposite edges like this and then tug out really gently. And then do that with the other ones. Just work really slow and gently, and then if you press down right on the center of that point, it should start to form into 3 dimensions. Then we'll need to just make this square look a little nicer. So just tugging on some of the edges, you can form that into a square. So it should look something like this. And there you have it, we are all done. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.